So we are with Dr. Gail Humble, geneticist and MD, but the field that you're working right now is more like R&D, research.
We've done a lot
And-
of R&D for 20 years.
And you've, I wouldn't say stumbled, it's not the right term, but you have something right now that is quite interesting and revolutionary.
Well, actually, you're correct. The original finding of the Klotho gene, which is the only longevity gene or age-suppressing gene in mammals.
Say a few words on it because a lot of people don't know the Klotho gene.
Got it. But the funny thing was, you were right. It was found serendipitously. The Klotho gene is an age-suppressing gene in all mammals. On a cellular level, it blocks oxidative stress, and the cells live 30% longer. It was first discovered in a mouse strain in 1997 by Kuru. In this mouse strain, the ones that had an upregulation or overproduction of that Klotho gene lived 31% longer. But more importantly than living longer, every system stayed younger. Now, there was a similar mouse with a downregulation of the Klotho gene, and that mouse died at 5% of his lifespan with early atherosclerosis, pulmonary emphysema, dementia, renal disease, thinning skin, and bad fur. So it turns out all mammals have the same age-suppressing gene, and yes, we've been working on this for 20 years. This is the only age-suppressing gene. And the things it does works by so many pathways, just like stem cells, that it's complicated, but the rewards are so great.
So you take a cell, you tweak that cell to make it overexpress the Klotho gene. So as you culture it, it exudes Klotho protein in the substrate, in the growing medium. So you collect that growing medium and you embed that into a lotion, serum, call it however you want, and it's topical application, and now you provide your skin with the Klotho protein.
You said that so much better than I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
How big is that protein, knowing that the skin will incorporate things that are not a whole lot bigger than 500 kilodalton?
Yeah, so it's way over that. It's 600.
They're all,
But
yes.
it's a very large protein, but what we do is we take liposome technology and we cloak it, and it fools the skin. Like when you get out of the water, you're hydrophobic, you drop the water, but your skin loves to take in fats. So we hide it by putting it in emulsion of liposomes.
I worked, it's another discussion, but I worked a number of years ago on developing a stem cell line of skincare products. And the biggest problem was letting growth factors penetrate the skin.
Exactly, because they're so large.
We developed a product that increases transdermal penetration.
Was that the nanosome technology?
It's not a nanosome technology. It's a technology that breaks the stratum corneum, and it allows cells to not only penetrate where you have a hair follicle, but it actually penetrate. It's probably, let's say, a 10% increased penetration. It's not huge, but it's a huge difference compared to virtually zero, you know?
Yeah, I think that's why a lot of people are using microneedling and topical.
Correct.
But I must tell you, even in microneedling, sometimes these proteins are too big to get through there.
And even microneedling does not make a lot of extra penetration.
Exactly.
When you take the whole surface of the skin, you've increased maybe 3%, you know?
Yeah, at the most.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, so you embed that into the serum, you apply it into nanosomes, so it penetrates the skin liposomes, and it penetrates the skin
into the fibroblast.
And into the fibroblast.
Sure, the skin
Does it
cells.
specific? Okay, fibroblast, keratinocytes, all the, okay.
It does all the cells, but the ones you care about are the ones that are making collagen and elastin. That's how we're reversing the photo damage. So
Let me give you a secret.
Okay.
You put them on STEMREGEN just before, and the stem cells will feed the skin with epidermal stem cells that will feed your fibroblast, and then you just amplify the benefit of that skincare.
I love that.
The most common benefit of people taking STEMREGEN, they say, I took it for my knee, I still have the problem for my knee, but man, everybody's asking me what I'm doing because I look more radiant. Your skin renews every month. It consumes a lot of stem cells from the circulation. So once you put more, a lot of them go to the skin. So whenever you apply any kind of topical application, oftentimes those growth factors, the first thing they do is that they call stem cells from the blood. So it's just part of the whole regenerative process. So these two would work very well together.
Well, I'm getting your product. I did not know as much. I mean, it was so impressive. And when I saw the history, It was pretty amazing. I think you've been working on this as long as I have. We're 20 years in.
Yeah, wait, the start was January 2001.
Yeah,
That's when we started working on all of this.
it's incredible.
It was a real pleasure meeting you, hearing the story. This is a breakthrough in skincare, anti-aging, longevity medicine. Do you think one day there will be human modification of Klotho gene?
So I
Do
think
you think that it's
it's in the
safe?
next 30 years. And so this is the reality. And this is what I'm lecturing on tomorrow in mice. And forgive me if I already told you this. They can make a mouse model with dementia, Alzheimer's. They start showing signs of dementia at 2 weeks. The average...
By injecting, you said.
No, well, it's easy to genetically alter a mouse. And again, no animal testing, guys.
Sure.
I'm just reporting the research. The average mouse lives 30 months. So they're getting dementia as early as 2 weeks. They can do an injection of the Klotho, and it reverses the cognitive loss. And they're doing this in rhesus monkeys as well. So theoretically, right now, either by purifying the protein and giving you a shot in the arm, or by giving an mRNA type of, almost like a vaccine, we could change your Klotho, either by giving it to you exogenously or by doing an mRNA to upregulate it. Now, it's got to go through FDA regulations. We're talking years. But I think the problem with Western medicine is we wait so often until we have a problem, and then we treat it, right? But if we have something here that can prevent the disease process, or they may be coming, but they're going to get 30% later. I mean, there are over 50 million Alzheimer patients in the US right now, but in the next 30 years, they're going to triple. And this goes for all disease processes. So we have to do something to either slow it or do something else other than wait for the problem to occur.
When do you speak tomorrow?
11 o'clock.
I speak at 11 too. I would have told you come, but because
I would love to see
what I'm going
yours.
to share with you is that it makes like an amazing synergy, because the same model of mice that develops Alzheimer's after probably 4 to 6 weeks, something like this. If you test them at, let's say, 2-3 weeks, and they put them in a maze, so they will do the first maze maybe 20 seconds, and then it goes down, and after that, like in 5 seconds, they go through the maze. Control mice or the Alzheimer's model mouse will achieve the same thing when they're young. About 6 months later, the model of Alzheimer's mouse have developed full Alzheimer's. You put them through the maze, and the Alzheimer's mice obviously take like 2-3 times the amount of time. But if you simply inject in these mice a stem cell mobilizer that make the mice release their own stem cells, they match the control.
Well, I'm going to take you one step further, and absolutely, I believe that not only that, the cognitive improvement lasts for up to 4 weeks. But here's the caveat that'll mess with your brain. Klotho, I don't know about the stem cells, some do and some don't, doesn't cross the blood-brain barrier.
Stem cells?
They do? No, Klotho doesn't.
Oh, Klotho doesn't.
But you're getting the improvement, right?
Yeah.
So the thought is it's actually activating platelets,
It has to be something.
getting more growth factors, and then you get platelet 4 and different things, which is exactly how the stem cells are working.
When you say some stem cells cross, they go into the brain, but
Klotho does
the
not.
whole repair does not come from the stem cells that have
Right.
migrated. So it's paracrine. So they release growth factors that stimulates the brain, intrinsic or resident stem cells. But when you say the Klotho protein does not cross, you mean if you tag the Klotho protein with, let's say, radioactivity,
Puromycin,
you
whatever.
do not find it in the brain?
That's
Interesting.
correct. And yet you get the cognitive improvement. So there's a bunch of theories, and there was a brilliant, she's incredible, Dina Dubai, she's with UCSF. There's a bunch of other things that go up and down in the synapses, but there's more questions out there than there are answers. We're staying on the skin. That's our area, but it's so easy to go down the rabbit hole because this is amazing.
Thank you so much for your time. It was a real pleasure.
Thank
We'll
you.
stay connected.